Butler University Bulldogs.
Bulldogs of Butler University and your Adrian College.
Hello, friends, and welcome inside the Arrington Ice Arena on the campus of Adrian College and the home of Bulldog hockey. Tonight, ACTV proudly presents this men's ACHA Division III, a matchup between the visiting Bulldogs of Butler University and your Adrian College Bulldogs. My name is Nathan Lindner, alongside Tyler Ackerman here in the booth, and this is the nightcap of a triple header here at the AIA. Earlier, we saw the men's ACHA D2 squad take care of Illinois State to complete the series sweep and extend their win streak to 6 in a row. After that, it was the men's NCAA team facing off against Aurora, coming up short to lose both the games of the weekend series. Now we have the opening game of this weekend series between two Bulldog teams in Butler and Adrian. As we get things going early. Goes into the Bulldog zone. Here's down. Now Bliss working up the middle. Give and go. Here he goes into the zone. Working with Gilbert is in there. Also Briggs Blake. Up top with Malinich in front. Briggs Blake had a chance. Had it away by Zile. Briggs Blake along with Bliss now in. With Gilbert. Briggs Blake takes a tumble. Butler, a good pass. Over with Scheifenberger. He's in front, backhand, and he scores! An early goal for Butler. And Nick Scharfenberger puts it home to take the early 1-0 lead.
Scharfenberger just got behind Dom in the defense, and all of a sudden just forehand backhand. The top point getter for the Butler Bulldogs continues on his hot streak to start the year.
Yes, indeed. Both these teams amped up for this primetime game. 8 p.m. start. Not one you normally see. And there's a big hit as a Bulldog lays another Bulldog out. That'll be interesting to say all night. Here's Alfonsi. And an Adrian player takes a tumble. That was Darnell. Tries to dish it off. Still in central ice. Here's Darnell, picks it up. Players hitting the ice constantly now, and a ref hand goes up.
It's going to be Maxim Sorrell here with a slash. The penalty, so a hot start for Butler with that goal coming 45 seconds into the game, and now they have a power play. Sorrell, a person that took a lot of penalties last year, finds himself in the box. Start off this game, and Butler can add more to their lead here.
1-goal lead at that. Adrian will look to kill the power play as Butler in the offensive zone. That one sent behind by Daranek. And that one is cleared along the boards by Adrian's Will Smith. Goes all the way behind the cage. Zal takes control. Butler looking to set up the rush. Enter the zone. Feltner now picks it up. Looking for Daranek in the middle. Feltner still got it, dumps it off. Here's Daranek at the right point, sends one in. Had it away by Goldberg, behind the net now. Still loose in front. Butler looking for a shot on net, unable to find one. Takes a carom off the boards on the near side now. Bulldogs doing a good job of clogging the lanes this far. There's a shot. Off of Goldberg, still in the zone. Butler sends one down behind the net. And the net. There's a pass in front. Able to find it. Here's Daranek. There's a shot. Ricocheted away just past the goal. Butler still in the zone on the attack. Adrian desperately looking for a clear to get a squad change. There will get out of the zone shortly. Butler retreats. They enter back in. There's Daranek. And that one is finally cleared the length of the ice.
A lot of pressure there by Butler. Adrian able to fend off and bend but not break.
That is the name of the game for hockey. Bend not break. It is now Butler on one last rush on the power play. One man up. That one broken up by Malinich. Here's Butler looking. Now Klansnick. There's a one-timer. Butler player unable to. Broken stick on the shot. Don't see that very often. That one banked along the boards by Malinich. And here's a rush opportunity. Looking in front for Darnell. Unable to put it home. As there was Plaster as well. Now Darnell behind the cage. Working with Klansnick. Butler has possession now. Moving in central ice. That's Halligan. Into the zone with Shield. Looking in front, skated away by Down. Here comes Adrian now on the near side. Here's Darnell. Sends it along. Smith Loses his stick, trying to get it away. And Andres giving chase. Now picked up by Alfonsi. Andres again looking in the middle. Unable to put it home was Darnell. He had a chance on the backhand, couldn't get it on the stick. Here comes Butler on the rush. Weed between two defenders. That one's going to be covered up by Rex Goldberg.
Goldberg playing a smart move there just to hold on to the puck. And Butler forward was barreling down towards him. And both defenders for Adrian were slow to turn around and get back to the net front to provide a passing lane for Goldberg.
Face-off quickly won by Adrian. Here's Hoff moving in with some speed on the near side. He's got a hard angle going in front, looking, and couldn't find his man in Bennett. There's Hoff again, working along the boards. Bennett. Hoff's got it now at the point, broken up by Barnhart. D-to-D passing with Allen and Sorrell. There's the Bulldogs, unable to put it in the zone clearly was Owen Barber. Butler players taking balls. Ice is still slippery from the Zamboni earlier. And here's a chance. Ben Barnhart looking in on a good defensive play by Tyler Allen. There's a nice pass in neutral ice. Adam Hoff working in also with Allen. Tries to find him, unable to get it on the stick. Allen in front. There's a shot in by Hoff. There's a slap shot taken a body by Jehovich. Slap shot from Briggs Blake. There's Dorsch is sent off the puck by a Butler player. And that one is dumped in by Thomas. Behind the cage now. Moving along the near side, weaving through defenders. And it'll be offsides for Butler as Shemin unable to get in cleanly.
That's a step from the other forwards there. Expecting Shanny to going a little bit faster and click off sides and allows Adrian to kind of hit the reset button as they haven't had much opportunities so far in this game.
Now only one shot on net so far, a little more than 6 minutes in. That one's flicked up in the center ice. Feltner unable to control it. That one's sent all the way down by Thomas. Icing waved off as Darnell was in on it. Now Alfonsi rooking in front between the hash marks. He's got his man, sends one in off the stick. That was Darnell shooting the shot. Here's Simmons, taken away by Butler. Scharfenberger sends a long pass to Halligan. He's got it on the far side now, sends it in with the backhand. Feltner behind the cage. Looking in front, picked up by Alfonsi. He's going 1 on 4, and that's not going to work very often. That one's intercepted by Andres. One man to beat goalie, and he heads it into the chest, and it's going to find the goal!
Andres with a great second effort here as we will cut to the replay. But he eventually got a shot off, a nice picked off the pass, and he's going to score his first collegiate goal off of a shot that was a rebound, and he was just able to sneak it past. And this game is now tied.
Yeah, great second chance as Andres picked off the pass, a shot right into the belly of Zyle. Couldn't control it. It got loose behind the net and able to put it in the back of the net. And we're tied 1-1.
Kind of like just went up a little bit on Zyle, and you know, you always want to stop in front of the net, not go right past it, and that's exactly what Andres did and followed his own shot.
On the rush, here's Plaster now. Sends a shot behind the net. Here's down. Backhands it in. Picked up by Plaster. Looking in front. For Hubert. That one sticked away. Guy Butler. Adrian picks it back up. Here's Plaster. Looking for Hubert again. Sent all the way down. Now on the far side corner. Here's Hubert. Looking for Plaster in the middle now. It's in front. Sticked away by Zile. Back in the neutral ice. Looking for the pass. It's Klansnick. That one goes all the way down. Changes for both sides. Puck now picked up by Adam Hoff. Banked along the boards for Sorrell. Now he's got some speed. Working through. Off the skate. Now he's got it on the stick. Enters with Barber. Sent all the way down behind the net. Sorrell. Still got it working. Butler takes a hit and the ref arm goes up. Penalty. Zile head for the bench. See if the Bulldog will touch it. And Adrian able to do so.
Sorrell is going to get his second penalty of the game. As he cross-checked. Excuse me. As he cross-checked, Butler play right from behind.
Two penalties, one period for the same player for Adrian. Not what you're looking for as Butler goes back on the power play. Unsuccessful the first time around. Now in the zone. Here's Scharfenberger. Now up to Klansnick. Sends it back, and it's going to lose out of the zone. Scharfenberger couldn't keep control of it. Now Darnell giving chase with him. Scharfenberger connects with Klansnick. He's into the zone with some speed. Gets past the Adrian defender. That's a shot off the body of Goldberg. Skirts away and angled along the glass by Alfonsi will clear the zone. 30 seconds gone in the power play. Here comes Butler, and that one almost found the bench. Now that's Halligan. Dumps it in. Far side corner. Angled along the boards by Dorsch. Butler able to keep it in. Working through, and Adrian sends it all the way length the ice. It's going to find the goalie. He'll send it out. 1 minute left in the power play. And that's a long pass. Finds his man in Halligan. Now Daranek up at the point. Moving the near side. Angled off the boards. That's a shot sent in off a body. And Daranek now sends it in. Here's Malinich laying out a good hit. That's sent in shot, hard angle. And some niceties happening after.
Goldberg staying strong so far in this penalty kill. Seeing a lot of shots and also a few deflections as well. Bulldogs just getting in the shooting lanes and also causing some havoc on the forecheck and not allowing Butler to enter the zone cleanly.
Face off one, now controlled by Butler. Here's Daranek, that one sent up. It's the net.
Yeah, a couple of times now that Bulldogs just not able to fully get the puck out. They kind of struggled to do that on the PK.
They win this face-off, still unable to get it out. Daranek kept it in. That one sticked away by Malinich. And hits the outside net again.
12 seconds remaining on this power play for Butler. Nothing too much show for. Not any high scoring opportunities for them either. So a good job by the Bulldogs to cancel this one out.
That one sent all the way down by Adrian. That's going to pretty much clear the power play. As Zile controlled behind the net. Bliss making his presence known. Bulldogs full strength, but here comes Metrick. Working along, still got it. Sends a shot in. Glove saved by Goldberg, who will just hang on to it.
He didn't have much of an option from the D to distribute that. And that's twice now that Goldberg's gone onto it and not able to do anything with it.
About midway through the first period, score 1-1. An early goal from Butler, answered by Adrian not too long ago. And there's a backhanded chance, caught in the belly of Rex Goldberg.
Metric able to lift Sorrell's stick there and get a great opportunity right in front of the net, and Goldberg comes out to take the angle away and gets it right in the Adrian logo.
And when one on, sent towards the net, and thought it maybe hit off the back of Goldberg's going to go in. Adrian player takes a tumble. Here's Smith, sends one on, sticked up and hits the protective netting.
Seeing a lot of sticks here from the Bulldogs, just getting in shooting lanes. Well done job for them so far. Just under 12 minutes through this game.
Face off one by Butler. Here's Smith. Down inside for Shield. That one, a shot, blocked it away now. On the far side, Adrian player takes a tumble. The ref hand goes up.
Yes. Simons got tripped up there. The Jehovic going in the box for a tripping call, and the Bulldogs having to kill a couple of penalties. Now they have a good opportunity here on the power play. Just over 8 minutes to play here in the first, tied 1-1.
Bulldogs haven't had a lot of offensive zone time recently. It's been all Butler this far, and this one cleared.
Yeah, you're right, Nate. They haven't really had any sustained zone pressure. I mean, their goal came from a Butler turnover in the defensive zone. So you like to see this power play get some offensive zone pressure, maybe a goal too, but on that, just trying to change the momentum.
Here's Bliss with some speed on the left-hand stick, looking in front. A one-timer scores from Anthony Alfonsi. What a connection pass. And the Bulldogs, Adrian Bulldogs, take the 2-1 lead on the power play goal.
Bliss decided just to do it himself here on this replay as puck's going to come out. And Goldberg's going to play it, and eventually it'll be found. And Bliss is going to get the puck here, and he's going to go for his skate, make a couple of great moves. And then he's going to find Alfonsi in the back door, wide open right in the middle of the slot. A nice, easy goal.
And here's the Bulldogs, another chance. That one off the body of Zyle and hits the upside net.
Plaster with a nice move. And had the chance, Andrash, but trying to get a second of the game, and I just went a little bit too high.
Under 8 minutes left. Adrian now taking control of this game despite their lack of offensive zone time. But they capitalized early on the power play, unlike Butler was able to do. 2 penalties against Maxim Sorrell. Bulldogs with a chance, looking in front, backhanded in by Daum. Pad there by Zyle, and ref's hand goes up again. We have a whistle.
Plaster's going to get a slash here. Just in the middle of the play, Butler forward is going at Daum, and simple slash behind the play. And Adrian just scoring on that power play is now going to go back on the kill for the 3rd time in this game already with just 7:30 left on the clock. So 12:30 into this game, and you've already taken 3 penalties, which is just not good if you want to keep this lead.
Very well said. Adrian trying to clear the zone off the face-off draw. Still no one control it. It's in front. Bulldogs with a shot. Unable to put it in and out. Adrian on a rush. Anthony Alfonsi has got Darnell in the middle. Picked off by Scharfenberger. Now Butler on the rush. Here's Metric. Unable to connect with Halligan, but kept in. And there's a one-time slap shot from Matthew Wilder, caught by Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg saw that puck all the way. Stood out in his crease to make sure he could get it before it was tipped in front of the net. And he gloved that one down.
Face off between Metric and Gubert, controlled by Butler. Now Klansnick's shot. Tip before it could get, and the goal was open. Butler unable to find a stick to put a shot on. Here's Klansnick again. Looking for his man, ready for a one-timer, and a good defensive play by Gubert. Here comes Adrian on the rush. That's Daum. Good job by Klansnick to cut him off. Tries to lay hit into him now. There's Smith chasing behind Scharfenberger. He skates through center ice. And Gubert now sent off, but he gets a shot off somehow between two Bulldog defenders. And patted away by Goldberg.
It was a skillful move there. Put it between the legs of Dom and then getting a shot off with two people right in his face, and it was a tough one too.
That one kept in by a great play by Butler. All these Bulldogs are getting to be confused. Keep wanting to say Bulldogs, but gotta be a little more specific. Penalty waning away for Butler, and that one takes a weird turn as Bliss almost had it in front, sticked away by the goalie Zio. That one flipped in, caught, and will be blown dead before Goldberg could get rid of it.
The Bulldogs having a little bit of trouble once they clear that puck, as Butler's been able to stop it on the blue line a couple of times, but that last one was stopped and then turned the other way. And then as we're going to get some other players having to go back to their bench. The referee put up his hand before the change was to be made.
Butler controls a face-off. There's a shot, blockered away by Bliss. And the Bulldogs, that is the Adrian Bulldogs, now full strength. As Butler wanes away another penalty try, their third of the period. And here comes Plaster with some speed, sent off by Riatini. Now Adrian controls it. A nice saucer pass over in the middle. Trying to enter the zone as Plaster, unable to do so. Butler using the stick very well. Now Sorrell, there's a shot, blockered away by Zile. Sent to the middle. Sorrell unable to be there. That one tipped towards the zone. Barnhart and Barber, and Barber will win the race, cause the icing call.
Yeah, it was tipped by a Butler player, but it was before the red line, so still acted like a pass that would go down the ice and still be called for icing. And Barber beating out the Barnhart player and get an offensive zone draw because of it.
Face off in the Butler defensive zone. Still no one has full control. Adrian sent it in by Barber. And now Milenich up at the point, can't control it. Picked up by Johovic. And now here comes Butler on the rush. Barnhart, 1 against 4, and that one squirts away, and it's still loose behind the net. Thought Goldberg had to cover it up. Maybe he let it go. As Hoff will take it behind his cage. Setting up the rush. Butler caught on a change. Hoff now enters the blue zone with Bennett and loses it. Just under 4 minutes left in the first period. Adrian leads 2-1. You've been watching Adrian College television. Here's Adrian. Darnell on the far side, weaving through defenders. Good stick work by Butler. Now Barnhart sends it in. Stick down by Goldberg. Now picked up by Darnell. He's got it now, near side. Good stick work by Smith. Darnell looking in front. Poke checked away by Wilder. In front. Still unable. And a Butler player caught a puck to the face, it looked like. Adrian now controls in their own end. Setting it up, a missed pass. That's going to go to the length of the ice, and we will have icing.
Bulldogs getting outshot. Oh, Adrian getting outshot 6-12 here, but still hold the 2-1 lead. Most of those shots from Butler not being really high scoring opportunities. The only one really from Scharfenberger and to start this game off. And they scored obviously off of it, but 12 shots so far, and Goldberg stopped 11.
His face-off now controlled by Adrian. Here's Gilbert with some speed, taken away by Butler and Shema. There's a hard hit by Shema against Gilbert. Still in Adrian's offensive zone. Gilbert now still working with Shema. Now picked up by Scharfenberger. Decked along the boards by Plaster. Into the middle. Here's Down. Looking front. There's a shot sent on by Andres. Gloved by Zile.
Andres having a great game so far. A couple of great opportunities. Scored his first collegiate goal. Start the Adrian scoring. And you see the Bulldogs, well, Adrian doing a lot of just trying to go through players, trying to do a little bit dipsy doing and just not able to make any nice plays. I think they would just need to simplify this game a little bit more for them and find themselves in a better position even though they're up by 1.
This one is not covered up yet. Goldberg maybe taking a little too easily. Butler almost a chance to tie the game.
Yeah, it was a good back check by Sorrell to stop that play from the mishap of Goldberg.
Here is Plaster along the near side, looking in the middle. He's got Andres. Plaster with a wrist shot. Wide left. Now Allen dumps it back in. Here's Bliss into the corner with the other number 7, Cam Deranek. Here's Allen up top for Gilbert. Now Sorrell on the right point. He sends a shot in. Caught by Zile.
Yeah, Zile saw that puck all the way. Dangerous pass there by Gilbert. If that puck got picked off, it would be a 2-on-0 going the other way, but luckily it just missed the 2 Butler forwards, and Sorrell did a nice little 360 turnaround shot. And Zile with a nice save.
Offensive zone draw for Adrian. Eventually lost. Still working, a lot of stick work. Finally Butler gets possession. There's Barnhart. Enters the zone with Metric. And pinned along the boards by Dorsch. Now Gilberg on the near side. Wall drop. Trying to use the poke check. Able to do so. Sends Gilberg off his skate. That one dumped in along the net. 1 minute to go in the first period. That one lofted away. Going to go all the way down. No icing. Passed down by Goldberg. Adrian unable to control it. Now they do. Here's Malinich. And there's a hard hit into the boards. Both players taking the pain on that one. Will Smith behind the net, trying to dance around, unable to do so. Banked along the boards by Barnhart. Here's Ben Barnhart now. And Adrian now controls, 25 seconds left. Sent in, here's a chance for Owen Barber. Now Hoff finds Dorsch. There's a wrist shot, blockered away, and sent all the way down the length of the ice. Into the goal, won't be icing. Under 10 seconds to go. The Bulldogs just hold on to it. Concede for the next period. Looks like they will as the horn sounds now. And we will skate into the second period. Adrian up 2-1 thus far.
Yeah, I think it was a good period for Adrian. Yeah, they got outshot 8-12, but they're away 2-1. For Butler, I wouldn't be too angry with that period at all. I mean, Adrian didn't really have that much zone time except for just 2 quick goals on entry plays. And just got to stop the turnovers from Butler and just keep the pressure up from Adrian. That's just the name of the game.
Yeah, and also for Adrian, you got to stay out of the box. 3 penalties in the first period, 2 against Maxim Sorrell, Butler unable to get any power play goals. They had the first goal, which was early in the period, and then nothing really after that. Did have a lot of offensive zone time, but doesn't show on the scoreboard as Adrian leads 2-1.
I totally agree with you. The penalties, especially when you're up, you don't want to give this Butler team any chance of coming back into the game, and taking those penalties allows them to have that zone time and that zone pressure. And for sure, going into the second, I'd not take as many penalties as they did in the first.
We'll go ahead to the first intermission. Adrian College Bulldogs leading the Butler Bulldogs 2-1. And you're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrive today, and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13 to 1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of
Hello, friends. We welcome you back inside the Arrington Ice Arena for the nightcap of a triple header on ACTV. As mentioned before, men's ACHA D2 and men's NCAA teams in action here. And that's just what happened at the rink over at the football stadium. Football team ended their season with a loss to Alma College, 31-7. Men's rugby's playing right now. Other teams in action, cross country, women's basketball, who lost in the Sarah Lee Classic. Women's NCAA hockey won 2-1 against Aurora. Women's ACHA D1 won 3-2 against Minot State, and women's ACHA D2 has the late game tonight against Maryville at 9 p.m. So definitely a busy day for Adrian College sports, and you can catch all the Adrian home games on the ACTV YouTube channel. And for all results and stats, head over to adrianbulldogs.com. As puck drop now for the second period of this game. That one sent in up and around the boards by Butler. Teams going opposite directions now still. Both teams are the Bulldogs. Doesn't help me as an announcer. Now Gilbert working hard, takes a hard hit. There's Bliss behind the cage. Evan Bliss still looking for Thomas. Pass sent on in. Stick work happening. Up top at the point for Gavin Daum. This shot deflected away. Now Daum got it again. There's a shot. Pad save by Zile. That one sent around by now Butler behind the cage. Unable to control it, might turn it over. And finally escapes the zone, goes back into neutral. Backhanded sent in by Thomas. That one goes the length of the ice, no icing call. Adrian now controls it. Back at their own red line. And Butler player comes in hard, trying to disrupt things. And now controls it. There's Sensa's shot on in. Watch some bodies. There's another hard shot by Klansnick. That one goes the length of the ice, and a Bulldog player hits the ground. Butler takes the penalty.
Darenick's going to go to the box here for a trip. Pretty certain Ernie Darnell was speeding down the ice, and Darenick tripped him up there. Bulldogs with some good pressure, which we haven't seen in the first period that much, to start the second period in the zone for a little bit. And now to continue the momentum there, find themselves on the power play.
Yes, they are 1 for 1 on power plays today. Scored there. One of their goals by Solomon Andres. There's the Bulldogs in the offensive zone. That's a nice pass. Down the baseline and unable to get it in. Now behind the net is Andres. Intercepted by a Bulldog. That goes down the length of the ice, and Adrian picks it up. Now taken away by Klansnick. Butler on the attack now, shorthanded, sends a shot up, hits the protective netting.
And Looked like Hoff tried to do a little bit too much there with the puck, and Klansnack able to pick it off and then get a shot block by down, but a defensive zone draw for the Bulldogs, not what you want to have on the power play. 34 seconds in.
Draw between Klansnack and Briggs Blake. Won by Adrian. Now in neutral ice. Dumped on in by Bliss. And Butler takes it away quickly. Sent now behind the cage. Goldberg. That one banked around the net. There's a nice pass. Also along the boards. Evan Bliss trying to control it. Set up a rush. And the hand goes up. And Adrian will give the penalty right back.
Gilbert's going to get in for an interference call as Bliss was going around. Defender for Butler. Gilbert just stuck his body right in the way, and the Butler player fell. And Gilbert finds himself in the box. So we have 57 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, and then after that, just over a minute for a Butler power play.
Face off between A.J. Gubert and Metric. Whistle blown shortly after. They'll do it again on the far offensive zone now for Butler. Won by Butler. Trying to keep in the zone. Here's Barnhart. There's a wrist shot sent in, blocked, and tipped towards the net. Just behind. That's Metric was in on that one. Now the Bulldogs pick it up. Adrian player takes a tumble. That was Andres. Now Metric gets hit into the boards. Andres picks it up. Got one of the goals tonight for the Bulldogs. That one sent along. Banks off the boards. It's Gubert. It's off his stake. Finds its way to Dorsch. He'll take it deep. Spins back around. Now up top for Andres. Sent along for Malinich. There's a shot. Pad saved by Zile. And here comes Butler on the attack. One-on-one. Barnhart looking in front. It's going to be a penalty.
Malinich is going to go in the box here. One-on-one battle. Got beat just slightly by Metric, and as Metric was going to the net front, Malinich got his stick right in the feet. And now it's going to be a 5-on-3 power play for Butler, which is an amazing opportunity for them. We talked about it at the end of the first period that the Bulldogs cannot take more penalties, and they find themselves now taking 2 and 5-on-3, which is so dangerous to play against.
Yes, indeed. Can't take penalties when you're up ahead in the score. Here's Klansnack working D-to-D passing. There's a shot. Hit the body of Sorrell. Will clear the zone. As Plaster giving chase after retreat with only the 3 skaters on the ice. 30 more seconds here for Butler in the 5-on-3. Here's Klansnack. Gives it off to Halligan. There's a shot. Nice pass save by Goldberg. And it clears the blue line back into neutral ice. Perhaps one last rush for Butler with the 5-on-3 advantage. Here comes Halligan. There's a shot sent wide. Picked up by Butler. And that one cleared the zone by Down. Working right along the penalty box, where Adrian player should be escaping right about now. That one banked along the boards into the offensive zone for Adrian, giving chase as Bliss. And we have a high stick.
It's huge that Bulldogs were able to fend off that 5-on-3. As most analytics would say that you don't score in a 5-on-3, then you're not going to win the game. But we'll see if that's going to be the case. High stick called, so we saw a defensive zone draw on Adrian's power play. Now we get a defensive zone draw for the Butler on their power play.
Adrian wins the face-off, shot on, patted away. Now Butler on the attack. He's got the numbers as now their back checkers come. Adrian into the corner, tries to send it along. Here's Andres. He is able to clear the zone, going all the way down. Here's a shot. Riatini now. In front of the goal. It was loose. And Bulldogs able to clear it yet again.
Bulldogs doing a great job of finding those rebounds and collecting them and winning those battles. Goldberg's good at stopping the first one. And you hate for a goaltender to have to deal with the rebound in front of the net. The Bulldogs are doing a great job to keep second-hand chances out of the way.
That one shin patted away by Darnell. Put the body in the line, and here's a chance. One man to beat, and they score! Butler evens the game after the power play as Matthew Shield is able to beat Goldberg.
Now, it was just kind of a weird play here, Nate. And all of a sudden, we'll catch it on the replay that just goes over the stick of Dorsch, and Shield finds himself right in the middle of the slot with a great opportunity and finds 5-hole on Goldberg, and this game is now tied.
Well, going to the score sheet, Butler still 0 for 5 on power plays, but nonetheless, they scored probably because of the man out of the box heading to the bench, still had the advantage. We sit tied now, 2-2. Just before halfway point in the second period, a hard hit in front of the Butler bench. As D passing, now Waldrop sends it across ice, picked up by Adrian. There's Bennett. Skating into the zone, banks along the boards, going for it behind the net. He'll get there. Looking in front, unable to find Alfonsi. And Barber can't make a play on it. Parsons has to double back for it. Up into the central ice for Sorrell. Now into the Bulldogs territory. Here on the near side is Hoff. Sends it Sorrell. Blockered away by Zile. Shot sent in, and backhand just over the net by Barber. It's still in front of the cage. Now Sorrell off the knee of a Butler player. He's hobbling along. Neutral ice, looking for Barber, unable to find him. Maybe deflected by Butler. That one angled along, great pass. Here's Halligan, looking to beat it. A great stop by Rex Goldberg. Halligan backhands it. Still behind the net. Now Bliss in there to pick it up, along with his fellow man Dorsch. Briggs Blake turns it over. Into center ice, almost found its way to the front of the net for a Butler player. It's still behind. Here's Dorsch now. Going to take it himself. Meets a Bulldog, and now they still in Adrian's defensive zone. Butler taking a lot of time here. There's a shot. Can't hold it in the glove. But saved nonetheless for Goldberg. And now Adrian on the rush. Here's Bliss on the left stick. Here looks. Wrist shot. Patted away by Zile. A lot of zone time, offensive zone time for the Bulldogs, Butler Bulldogs. Finally able to find it, and here's a chance for Adrian. Sent in the middle, one time, blocked. Gilberg had a chance, Zile denied it.
It's a good sauce there by Bliss. Right on the stick of Gilberg. He's not able to lift that one. The pad of Zile makes a nice save.
This one intercepted in the neutral zone. Now Klenek goes for the top shelf, just missed. As Tucker Klansik unable to put that one home. Now Dorsch behind the net. Here's Dones. Sent towards the middle, blockered away by Goldberg. Now Briggs Blake has it. He tries a little saucer pass, unable to get anything going. As Shaman. Briggs Blake now got a neutral ice. There's Dorsch. Picked away on the good stick work by Butler. It's been there all day. Now Melanich angles it along the boards. Attempt the pass for Donze. in the central ice. Here's Fatini. Klansnick with a shot. Saved by Goldberg. Approaching the halfway point in the second period. Now when pinned along the far side corner. Here comes Adrian with a chance. An errant pass. Goes back into Adrian's territory. As that one will be covered up by Goldberg.
Yeah, the D were out there for a while, and Melanich was telling Goldberg, cover, 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 as he was gassed out there for at least 2 minutes. And Goldberg does that and allows the defense to change. Other than that, it's been pretty much all Butler in this period. I'd like to see the Bulldogs just try to get something going. Well, Adrian Bulldogs in that case.
It can be confusing and unfortunate for us announcers still having to call both teams Bulldogs. We're so used to calling Adrian the Bulldogs. And when a fellow Bulldog team comes in, you have to distinguish between Adrian and Butler.
Also with these jerseys, it's a little bit difficult to read the numbers as well, especially on the sleeves.
Indeed, they are very good jerseys. As the Butler Bulldogs, as you pointed out before the game.
Yeah, I like the USA theme, very patriotic. There's a lot going on with them though. The camo in the middle, and the stripes on one side and the stars on the other.
Yeah, cool to the eye, not so much for an announcer. That one sent up. Butler now controls the middle ice, dumps it in. Picked up by Thomas. Looking kept in by Waldrop. Into the corner. Now Adrian has it. Here's Simmons. That one's sent up behind the net. And it's Metric guys stick in there. Into the corner. Thomas meets with Klansnick. Looking in front, unable to find his man. And picked off. As he maybe wanted a penalty there, didn't find one. Adrian player taking a tumble now on the rush. Here's Darnell with Alfonsi. Darnell takes a tumble, and there goes the hand. Unable to touch it. Here's Sorrell in front, takes a tumble, and finally we have a whistle.
And almost 2 calls could be made. But I think it's just going to be one. As Sorrell gets up. A little bit awkwardly as Butler player went full blown out to block that shot and took Sorrell's skates out from underneath them. But Darnell with a nice move on a 2-on-2 to wait a little bit and before just bringing back the defense of Butler and opening up a shot lane and eventually getting the trip call. So Bulldogs, well, Adrian find themselves on the power play here with 8:42 left in the second.
That's right, 1 for 2 on the power play thus far in the game. Now the point, there's a shot. And Zile's helmet fell off.
That was a well-placed shot there by Andrash. And Zile had to fight that one off as he didn't really see it. And then eventually saw it last second and had to use his head in order to block it out from going into the net. And shot powerful enough to knock the helmet off of him, at least undo the strat. And only 9 seconds in, and they already got a shot on net. So, good job by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, hopefully a good sign for Adrian, using the extra man on the ice. See if they win this draw, hopefully getting another shot. They do. Here's Daum at the point. Hands it off for Andres. He's got the other power play goal. Daum over to the other one and Hoff. Now he skates to the point, sends one in. Looking for a rebound, sets it. It's in the middle. Loose and now covered up by Zile.
It's a nice tip from Barber in front of the net, or to redirect that puck. And then puck went behind the net, and then Barber right back in the front of the net too. Couldn't get all the mustard on his stick on that one, and Zile covering it up.
Bulldogs win another offensive zone draw. Here's down. With their power play unit out there. Looking for Andres and the other D. Skating around is Hoff. Finds Andres now behind the cage again. Looking. Finds sharp angle by Hoff. Zyle makes the stop.
Right board. And a sharp angle shot there as Hoff was behind the net distributing. And now we'll get the second power play unit out.
There's Briggs Blake in there for the face-off. It's picked up by Adrian now. Even though it wasn't a clean face-off win, and that one hits the net. We'll do it again.
Since it was deflected off of the glass and then into the netting, the draw stays in. What's interesting about this second unit is it's all forwards. No defenseman on this power play unit. Gilbert up forward is the lone defenseman up top for the 1-3-1 umbrella-style power play unit.
And Gilbert puts another man on skates, makes him miss. What a juke that was behind the Bulldogs' net. And now here comes Bliss. Working around the cage, looking for someone in front. No one is in there. Now Alfonsi pins it against the board. Briggs Blake looking for a pass. Into the middle. In front, Bulldogs unable to put a shot on as Zyle's pad was there. Now in front is Alfonsi, unable to do it, and we have a whistle.
That's going to be a penalty to Butler. As Alfonsi was trying to pass that puck back up top, he was hooked pretty heavily there. I'm going to assume that's going to be the call, and it is. And going to the box is number 20, Smith. So 5-on-3 for only 18 seconds here. But nonetheless, if they can keep on winning these draws, that'd be heavily important here and trying to gain the lead.
Yes, indeed, haven't scored since the first period. Just under 7 minutes left in the second. Bulldogs win the draw. Looking. There's a shot blocked away by Zyle. Under 10 left in the 5-on-3. Butler looks to pin it. Can't do it. And that one will be cleared all the way down. As Waldrop escapes the box, looking for the goalie. Goldberg may not know he's there. He eventually clears it around the boards. Sent around. Now here's Bliss. Enters the zone with Gilbert. Gilbert in front for Briggs Blake. A one-timer sticked away by a Butler player. Now Bliss. Over off the boards by Simmons. Briggs Blake in front, looking for Gilbert. Also Bliss was there. That one cleared by Butler.
Back to the first power play unit here.
1 minute to go on the power plays. We hit 6 minutes on the second period. Score still tied 2-2. Courtesy of the Butler Bulldogs goal by Nick Scharfenberger and Matthew Shield. And here comes Andres, who scored the goal for the Bulldogs. And there's a shot off the body of Daranek. That had hurt. Here's down. One-timer shot caught easily by Zyle.
What's nice for the Bulldogs being on the power play is that they're kind of switching the momentum as they haven't really had any offensive zone pressure at all. And now because of these power plays, they've seen themselves in the offensive zone for a little bit more than what they're used to so far in this game.
Face-off won again by Adrian. They've seemed to win a lot on these power plays so far in the second period. Now down on the left point. Blocked by Halligan. In front, and that one squirts away on the right side of the goal. Up top for Down again, looking. Passes it inside on a shot. Hoff was on his left, looking for the one-timer. Here comes Andres. There's a shot caught into the belly of Zyle.
Andres having some pretty good confidence here after scoring that first goal in the first period. Has a lot of shots, and all of them mostly high. Start off I've seen so far. He's trying to pick those corners, and Zyle kind of realizes that and staying much higher up in his butterfly to make those saves with his shoulders.
One last draw as both teams are now full strength. Here's Sorrell with a high shot above the goal. Bulldogs waste away their power play opportunity, and here comes Butler on the rush, and a nice defensive play by Sorrell to put an end to that.
Yeah, it was great communication by him.
A one-timer whiff from Smith.
As that 2-on-1 was happening, Sorrell pointed to the forward that was back checking to let him know that he has that guy, and then Sorrell stepped up right away. Good heads-up play by him.
Couple of Bulldogs change now into the central ice, and here's a chance, a one-on-one with Barnhart. And a nice defensive play by Tyler Allen to poke that one away.
That was a great stick by him.
Here's Evan Bliss looking for his teammates. Got one off the boards, and Bennett back for Sorrell. Under 4 minutes now. Both teams now tied in the goals and on the shot total, 19-19. Bulldogs putting good effort in on those power plays recently, pounding the shots, making Zile work harder back there. Here's Briggs Blake on the near side, tries to attempt in the middle, and here comes Evan Bliss with a chance and looking for Gilbert in front, unable to find him. That would have been a good opportunity. That one kept in front and will hit all the way up and hit the rafters.
It's the second opportunity that we've seen that Bliss and Gilbert got a 2-on-1. First one was a great stop by Zile from his left to right. That second one was a good defensive play by Butler defensemen to break it up.
Offensive zone draw for Adrian, now lost. And Briggs Blake catches it. And Bliss now working with Smith. Here comes Klansnick in the center ice. Along with Riatini. Klansnick in front. Had Riatini on an empty net, and Riatini couldn't put it home.
That's why you tell people to stop right in front of the net. He blows past it, and that would have been an easy goal for him, just a tap in, really.
Riatini now giving chase as the Bulldogs work on their passing, and that one sticked up into the net and almost had a souvenir.
Bonds with a good read as he was sitting that F3 high slot just right by the NCAA logo on the ice, and good stick by him in order to break up that pass and get an offensive zone draw now for Butler.
Been a while since we had an offensive zone draw for Butler. Bulldogs have won a lot of draws recently. They win this one, but Butler will control it. Looking in front, it's tapped away, stick, and a shot just high into the net. It was Halligan.
Halligan picked the pocket of Dorsch. As Dorsch was kind of confused of where that puck was as it was in his feet. And Halligan just picked it right out and had a good opportunity. Tried to lift it high over the 5'5" senior Rex Goldberg. But Goldberg with a nice shoulder save. That one. Just a little alliteration there.
You love the good English skills. Under 2.5 minutes to go. Second period, team Bulldogs tied 2-2. Butler and Adrian here in the nightcap, and here's a chance. AJ Gilbert looking in front, can't find anyone. He's got Plaster in the middle, still skating around. Dumps it into the corner. Plaster now working with Shamet. On the far side, pinned. Looking for Daum in the middle. Was Hubert. And we have a hard whistle.
That was a delayed offsides, and Plaster didn't know about it. They didn't hear the linesman screaming off. And before he even got to touch that puck, the whistle was blown because obviously he had no clue about the offsides and was eventually going to get there to touch it.
So we have a neutral zone face-off. Under 2 minutes now. That was Darnell winning it. Dumped in by Adrian. Pinned against the boards by Evan Halligan. Now finds Barnhart in the middle. Bulldogs. Adrian, that is. With it. Trying to control it. Picked off by Butler. Sent along down. It's going to reach almost out of the goal. And offsides waved off. Nice hustle play by Butler. That was Jehovich. Still pinned in. Butler looking in front. Nothing happening. And Adrian still in center ice. Now back for down. Sends it across. And there's a taken down hard Barnhart. Caught the stick in the pit of Simmons.
Yeah, Simmons just got a little clothesline almost there by Barnhart, and he's going to find the box and sit for 2 minutes, but only 1 minute in this period left, so the Bulldogs do not score. They'll start the third with a minute on the power play.
Decent amount of penalties this game. A lot of penalty minutes of both teams. Bulldogs have only one of their goals on the power play. Both the Butler Bulldogs unsuccessful on all of Adrian's, although the game tying goal came as Adrian's power play, as their penalty kill was expiring. Now under a minute as we work in the second period. Now center ice. Here's Evan Bliss working with 77 Alfonsi. Bliss loses it. Now it's sent all the way down by Butler.
Just not being able to get set up in this zone for this power play so far.
And that one nearly given away. Adrian needs to do a little better job controlling the puck, as one of their turnovers did cost them. This one taken away. Now Butler on the attack. Looking in the middle for Smith. A one-time shot by Halligan, saved.
Yeah, you never want to give up an on-man rush on the power play. And Simmons unfortunately caught that one up and went on the other way. And Goldberg with a nice save as it was squeaking through him, but the whistle blew before it was shown that went through his legs. So a weird offensive zone draw for Butler on the kill. Only 7 seconds left, too.
Seems to get a quick win and shot on net. He's controlled by Butler, now behind the net. 1 second and the horn will sound. And we will skate into the third period, tied at 2-2. And the shot total, only one difference. Butler leading 20-19.
I like that from Adrian to get the shots back even, really. They were trailing going into the second by 4. And just have a lot of shots, mostly because of the power plays that they've had. Taking some penalties. Both teams have 5-on-3 chances, both not getting anything from them. But overall, just a lot of penalties, and you got to stay disciplined, especially in a 2-2 hockey game. So hopefully the Bulldogs can get something going here to start off the third with a clean sheet and a minute on the power play.
Both teams hungry for a win. We have reached our second intermission. 15 minutes on the clock. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is @AdrianCollegeTV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrived today and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, in this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13 to 1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu.
Welcome you back inside the Arrington Ice Arena for the nightcap of a triple header here. I'd like to give a shout out to our wonderful crew tonight. Dakota Clift on top cam, Olivia Cronin on action cam, Gino Capiccioni is on director, Tyler Ackerman are in the booth. Our executive producer is Megan Abbey. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Adrian College Television.
Well, they're getting a quick jump off of the PK, quick 2-on-1 going the other way. And Goldberg making a quick stop, which you not want to see, and your goalie make a huge stop while on the power play.
That's right. Bulldogs begin this third period on the power play, one man up. They win the draw. They've done a lot of that recently, winning face-offs. In the central ice, now Halligan. There's a chance in front, one time. Saved. Bulldogs now behind the cage, looking in front. Here's Gubert, unable to find it.
A few great chances right in front of the net. They're trying to find that middle guy, trying to bury one home, and he just saw it. And great save by Zile there.
5 seconds left on the power play. Bulldogs into the offensive zone. There's a quick shot, hard angle. Almost found its way to the net.
Yeah, Alfonsi got a couple of whacks there. Off-angle shot there. Kind of surprised Zile. Alfonsi not able to smack one home. And we're even at twos, and the shots are also even at 21 apiece.
Bulldogs win yet another draw, blockered away by Zile. That one sent along the boards. It goes all the way to the length of the ice. No icing as it was tipped. Giving chase was Ben Barnhart. That one banked along the boards. Now Adrian on the rush. Sorrell takes a hard slap shot behind the net now. Finds its way to neutral ice. Another hard slap shot by Adrian, just dumping it in. Working to get some offense as Butler, player takes a tumble. Bench wanted a call. And Adrian takes a tumble, and here's Butler on a chance. Shot sent just over the net by Jehovich. Man, what an opportunity that was.
They had a few breakaways that Adrian's given up now. Luckily that one was sent wide.
That one smacked along the boards. Deranek. Now it's all the way down, and that one will be blown dead for icing.
Bulldogs not going to change. Entire defenseman out there. I've been on the ice for over a minute. They're going to have to hit a second gear here. That's in the third period.
Defensive zone draw for Adrian. Now controlled for the Butler. That one picked off. Now Adrian on the rush. Here's Alfonsi in the middle off of Butler's shin. Kept in by Allen. Takes all the way down to the corner. Behind the cage now. That's Alfonsi. Now Briggs Blake. Sends a little saucer pass to Malinich, who sends it back in. Around the net, Alfonsi. Gives Butler player a little shove. And that was Wilder. He banks it along the boards. Still sent in. Just over 3 minutes. Gone into the third period. Couple of chances for each team. Not a lot of possession for each one. Here's one. Gilbert. Thought he maybe would have sent one on. Decides to play it back. And on Adrian gives it away. Here's a chance for Butler. Giving it across. A great play. Defensive play by Adrian. Unable to. And they score off the back of Goldberg. Butler puts it home. Takes the lead.
Nick had a great opportunity right in the front of the net right here, and then eventually finds him, and it goes off of the glove of Goldberg and finds its way into the net. And just a weird goal that puts Butler up here with 16 to play.
Yeah, Tucker Klansnick able to put one home. Gives Butler the lead.
It all started from that 2-on-1. And it was kind of just all over the place after that, just some chaos. And all of a sudden the puck's in the back of your net.
Yeah, it was off of Adrian turnover, I believe. And it was Dorsch who had it in the offensive zone, decided to take it back, looking for a regroup, and then it exited the blue zone. And the other Bulldog player, unable to corral, took a fall. And Butler capitalizes.
And it's a game of mistakes, and fortunately a mistake there, and it goes the other way, and all of a sudden now you're trailing in this game.
Bulldogs scoring has gone silent. They've had a lot of shots, especially in the second period, due to some Butler penalties. That one takes a weird kick, passed in front by Butler. Now Feltner, intercepted. Here comes Adrian off the skate of Hoff, all the way down behind the cage. Hoff working against the other number 11 in Shamet. And Feltner in there with Down. Bennett comes to help. Here's Andres. He's still got it in the offensive zone. Looking in the middle. Daum unable to put one on. Evan Daum sends it towards the middle. Intercepted by Feltner. Now here's the Butler on the rush. In front, a chance. Unable to be put home by Scharfenberger.
It was unconditional. Goibert was playing defense as he's a forward. He was the last man back.
Yeah, and here was a chance almost had by Plaster. Couldn't get it on his force. Back into neutral ice. Bulldogs now take it. Adrian into their own zone. Into the near side. Here comes Allen into the zone. Poke checked away by Butler. Their stick work has been elite this game. Adrian enters the zone, gets a hard hit received by Andres. Behind the cage now, looking for Andres in the middle. That was Plaster. Behind the net, here comes Butler on a connecting pass, finds Shield. Taken away by Sorrell. Now working against Shield. Shield down to his knees, into the boards. Behind the cage is Allen. Been out there for a while. Behind the Bulldogs net. Now Allen looking for someone to pass to. Finds Alfonsi. Over all the way. He's got Bennett. Now Simmons sends it in front. That was Gubert in there as well. Into the far corner. Butler misses the pass. And now we'll go down for icing.
A good chance here now for the Bulldogs to get some offensive zone pressure. As you mentioned, their scoring going a little bit dry here. It's been since the first period that they've had really any opportunities to score unless pulling in the back of the net. And now they find themselves trailing with the same shot total as Butler. So they need something here in the last 13 minutes.
They've been dominant on the face-offs, winning a lot of them starting in the second period. It was back and forth into the first, now winning a lot of them, especially noticed in the offensive zone with Butler on the power plays. That pass sent in, still behind the net. Now Darnell has it. There's a shot. Blocked save by Zile. Behind the net, Alfonsi taken down. No call. We play on it in the near side corner. Here's Malinich. Can't keep it in. You have to retreat. Goes to his fellow defenseman in Dorsch. Sent in by the red line and whistle blown.
I think there's going to be a too many men call possibly here. Got 6 players on the ice. I think it's going to go against Butler. Yep, it will. So Adrian having a chance here on the power play, trying to tie this game back up due to the laziness by Butler, counting their guys.
And this is the chance for Adrian on the power play, down 1. Just under 13 minutes left in the game. Third period, far corner, Briggs Blake in there with Bliss. Up to the right point, sends it over for Simmons. On the left point, working inside. Here's Gilbert, one-time shot missed and hit the ref. He took a little spill. Able to dodge that one. Now Bliss looking for a stick. There's a one-timer. Pad saved by Zile. The one-time shot from Simmons. Briggs Blake in the red circle. Now another one-time wrist shot from Gilbert and escapes the zone. Here's Butler on a shorthanded attack. Gilbert able to poke that one away. Here comes a second chance on the power play for the Bulldogs. Briggs Blake in there with Gilbert. Butler player trying to escape the zone. They do. Gilbert have to hustle back as Halligan not hustling for it. And here is Bliss. Passes up, intercepted by Donze. Here's Briggs Bliss. Donze in front. Backhanded shot wide left. And now Butler on the offensive zone. Shorthanded, but quickly taken away by Adrian. Here's Hoff. Trying to weave through defenders. Butler takes that one away, sends it all the way down the length of the ice. 30 seconds left in the power play.
And not much going for them so far. They get set up. They're still a little bit too close to one another, and it's easy for Butler defenders just to cover the guys and easy to pick off passes too.
Here's one last push for Adrian. Hubert takes a spill, no call. And now when unable to be kept in by Down. That'll pretty much send the power play unless Adrian comes in now with some speed. Here's Hubert in front. There's a hard shot set there, and they score! Adam Hoff ties the game for the Bulldogs, 3-3.
There was like 6 rebounds there, Nate, and finally the Bulldogs able to find the back of the net, and we'll catch the replay here. And Hoff just getting it into the net. But I'm pretty certain Hubert was the one that shot originally, and then just a couple of whacks around, and finally Adam Hoff able to get that puck that was below the red line back to his forehand and sneak it by before Zile was able to get back in the net.
Butler quickly on offensive zone, taken away by Adrian. It was similar to how Butler had their goal at the end of Adrian's penalty. Won't go in as a power play goal, but works the same as Adrian Butler now unable to have their extra man back on the ice. Now we're full strength.
Yeah, you were looking for something and some kind of life here from the Bulldogs. Haven't scored in a full period. And it was going to be not the most prettiest of goals like that one, but a dirty one, and eventually it finds the back of the net.
Bulldogs quick draw win and a shot from Alfonsi. Saved by Zaya. Bulldogs now control the shot total. 27-22.
They've definitely flipped the script shot-wise, that's for sure. And I'm just so impressed by the face-off that this team has been able just to win. Like, you get great opportunities when you win a ton of face-offs, especially in the O-zone.
Yeah, it seemed like they won about 80% since about the midway of the second period. Ever since they were on those power plays in the offensive zone. And now here's Jehovic. That one sticked away by Sorrell. Now on the near side, banks it along the boards. Alfonsi. Now behind the net with Shaman. Laying the stick down was Waldrop. Waldrop's got it now, sends it all the way down, and they're off the penalty kill, so that will not go as ice as it's played by Goldberg. Here's Sorrell in front, almost had a chance for a Butler goal there.
Yeah, it was just sitting all alone in front of the net. Both defenders looking at Scharfenberger. And that pass goes across just a little bit too far.
Adrian on the rush. Briggs Blake behind the net now. Gilbert with there as well. Takes a hard hit into the boards. Briggs Blake trying to pin it against the board. Still backhanded towards. Picked up by Down. That one sent in. Tipped by Bliss. Caught by Zyle.
That was a good shot selection there by Evan Thomas. Just to put that one low and aim for Bliss's stick, and was able to get it, but not enough muster behind that shot, so the deflection was easy to track for Zyle, and he makes the stop.
There's a quick shot after another Bulldog faceoff win. This one stays in the zone. No, it didn't. Cross the blue line.
It was hard for Gilbert to see that linesman as he wasn't really on the line, so he checked his shoulder to look for the linesman. He wasn't there, so he just assumed that it would be onside. He didn't hear any off. And that's why the neutral zone draw was there.
Neutral zone draw won by Butler this time. Haven't had a lot of wins. They're coming off 5 straight losses on the season as Butler by a combined score of 35-12. They have been down in the dumps for a while now. Hungry for a win in this tie game in Adrian. 3-3. Here's some speed. Bliss, unfortunately, whistle blown.
Yeah, offsides. Bliss goes around his defender, but gets clipped just a little bit, which throws him a little bit off balance, and Gilbert was expecting a full speed from Bliss and just hops it just a little bit too early and negates the 2-on-1, which would have been a great opportunity to go up in this game.
Neutral zone face off. Donze quick to the draw. It will be sent away. Now Klansik in there with Plaster. Controlled by Adrian now. Klansik still working hard, giving chase against Dorsch. In the corner in front. Butler can't put a shot on net. There's an odd man rush. 1-on-2. Won't get much going is Andres. Alan Sempton working hard to keep it in is Malinich. It escapes the zone. He dumps it back in. Butler controls now. Under 8 to go. 3-3 game. Adrian controls it now. Gives it back away. Here's Deranek. Tripped up by Dorsch.
Yeah, Dorsch just full-on slash of the legs of Deranek, and unfortunately for Adrian, I'm going to have to kill off a 2-minute power play for Butler. So another good opportunity for Butler to change the momentum that the Bulldogs have been well, Adrian has been building his past 10 minutes.
Defensive zone draw for Adrian. Won by, you guessed it, Adrian, but Butler controls it now. And it'll still all the way alongside the near side boards. Now Klansik taking it through center ice with some speed on his right side. Patient shot, and it hits the net. We'll have an offensive zone draw.
And if good shooters against a goaltender small like Rex is, sitting at 5'5", they like to look for those top corners. And that's exactly what the shooter for Butler was aiming for, and went right off the mask of Goldberg and into the netting.
Offensive zone draw, won by Butler. That one's tipped up around the net. It's loose in front. Sent away, kept in. Butler still on the attack. 90 seconds left still yet in the power play. Klansnik angled off the boards. Broken up by Alfonsi, who's able to clear the zone all the way down.
So we've seen them being able to clear the zone. We've seen many of times now. Bulldogs looking to clear the zone, and Butler just able to keep it in and create chances off of it.
Approaching 1 minute on the power play. Butler looking for something. The go-ahead goal. Here's working. Here's Klansnik. Working in front. A good move. Now Donze. A one-time shot. Missed by Scharfenberger, and he'll go escape the zone. Donze has to retreat for it. This one's sent in. Now Klansnik enters the zone. Halligan on his right. Sticked in front, and Goldberg covers it up.
I don't want to leave Scharfenberger wide open with that one-time Ovi style. He's their leading scorer for this Butler squad. And luckily, Goldberg able to slide left to right to make the save and keep this game tied at 3s.
Ovi style even matches their jerseys, sort of Capitol themed.
The Capitals should take notice of these jerseys.
Yeah, those would be nice to see. There's a shot. Just wide right. Donze keeps it in. Intercepted by Tyler Allen. Pins it against the boards. 4 total Bulldogs in there now. It squirts out. Controlled by Chemier. Now work inside. Controlled by Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg saw that one all the way. Nice little screen that was moving in front of him, and he was able just to work around it. That puck hit him right in the stomach, so nice easy save for him. And his Butler team has 14 seconds left on the power play to work with.
That one banked along the boards, kept in by Chamier. Now in front. Still loose, sticking away by Riatini. Chamier just good job to keep it in. Bulldogs full strength, and now work to be on the rush as Allen sends it ahead. And here's a 1-on-2, great poke check away by Butler and Barnhart, but now he's going to pay for it.
And Barnhart hit him right from behind, and Dorsch is down there in some pain as he saw numbers all the way.
It was actually Cam Deranek who made the nice defensive play, and will now head to the penalty box for 2 minutes, and the Bulldogs now on the power play. Here's an opportunity.
Yeah, we're just seeing back and forth power plays between these squads. A lot of penalties taken in this game so far. I hope that Adrian can find the back of the net here with 5:20 left in the third period.
Face-off won by Butler, sends it all the way down. Able to clear it, banks it off. Now Gilbert behind the net. Not a direct pass, but picked up by Bliss. Moving up, a little bit of a hold from Butler and Wilder. That one dumped in by Simmons. Behind the cage, and the cage is off its legs.
Netting off just slightly here. Fixed up. And Adrian will get an offensive zone draw. Can maybe win. That's might fit the theme of what they've been doing lately.
Yeah, I think that goal just came off just barely. They blowed it dead nonetheless. Bulldogs on the offensive zone now in the power play. There's a shot patted away and sticked away by Scharfenberger. Taking a skate will be Gilbert, closely followed by Halligan. Nice little move by Gilbert to set up the rush. Now Bulldogs. 69 seconds left on the power play. Here comes Bliss. Working in front. Left-handed wrist shot. No good. Kept in by Gilbert. Looking for Briggs Blake. Decides not to take a shot. Gilbert up top. That one. Nice glove by Zile.
Yeah, Gilbert decided to shoot that puck with nobody in front of the net. So a nice, easy save for Zile as he was able to track that one all the way. Not necessarily a shot that you want to take on the power play, but for high scoring opportunities, especially with a man up. Not the case, and we'll get an offensive zone draw.
Hubert in there in this one. There's a shot by Andres, just left of the goal. Andres in front, looking up top. He's got down. He sends a shot just wide right. Sent towards the middle and went across the goal line. Unbelievable. How did that stay out? Now controlled by Butler. Send it all the way to the length of the ice. Banked along the glass. Bulldogs on the rush. Cleared by Butler and Chamier. Saucer pass, can't find Gubert. Smith backtracks now with 5 seconds left in the power play. Butler able to clear it. And that'll do it. Behind Adrian's cage now. On the rush, here's Gubert, dumps it off for Barber, control it. 3 minutes left in the third period, score tied at 3. Adrian, there's a shot in front, it's still loose with the goalie.
Zile took a whack at Sorrell at the end of the play. Sorrell thinking that puck was a little bit loose. But Zile seen a lot of action in the last little bit, especially on that power play. You were doing a smart move on that play, and that puck went right across the crease because you were shot it at the back of Zile, and Zile lucky that it didn't go in, as we saw Goldberg have that happen to him on the other side of the net.
Yeah, that's right. I was just about to mention that. And now, Butler on the rush, looking and broken away by Adrian. Had a chance, 2-on-2. Sticks out in front. And two players collide hard. That's Sorrell.
Sorrell and Jehovich. Sorrell known for laying a body here and there. Jehovich getting all of that, and they jaw back and forth a little bit afterwards.
Neutral zone faceoff won by the Bulldogs. Now controlled by Plaster. He enters the zone. There's a shot. Shin. Rebound in front. Unable to put it home. Darnell put a good pass in front. Here's Sorrell. Dumps it back in. Sticked away by Zile. Behind the net as Darnell was there. Kept in by Sorrell. Now picked up by Butler. Sent all the way down in a nice backhand play by Sorrell to keep it out of their territory. Now Bliss working against all the Butler defenders. He's the only one down there for Adrian as they're changing. Here's Barnhart now. Into the central. Shield. Now picked up almost an opportunity for Jehovich. That one banked off the boards. Allen picks it up. He's got his Bulldog players. Dumps it in. Alfonsi behind the net with Darren. 95 seconds left. That one's going to go to the length of the ice. No icing. Picked up by Tyler Allen. A little spin move. by Daum. D passing with Simmons. He finds Bliss in the middle, 1-on-2. He shoots. Glove saved by Zile.
Zile's been looking sharp here in the last 5 minutes, Nate. He's seen a lot of high-quality chances. The Bulldogs are starting to get their feet here with just 1:14 left in this period. The next goal will probably be the game winner, whether that be here in the last minute or so. And we're going to get a timeout here from Adrian as they have an opportunity with an offensive zone draw to draw something up.
Yeah, 74 seconds left in the third period. Adrian calls timeout to set up their offensive zone. We'll take a quick break. And you're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs.
74 seconds left in the third period of the nightcap of the triple header here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Bulldogs just call a timeout, setting up their offensive zone draw. They lose it, but quickly taken back by Bliss. Looking in front, getting low was a Bulldog defender. Bliss looking in front, banks it along, behind the cage now. Couple of shoving behind the net. Bliss is still there. 1 minute left in the third period, looking in front. Couldn't find Simmons, and here comes Butler on the rush. 2-on-2 with a third coming back. There's Halligan circling around, looking for his man. Can't find it. There it is, a saucer pass, just missed. Potentially a good shot, under 40 seconds to go. Here's Smith. Banked in with the help of Wilder. That one, Adrian player took a rough fall there. His leg got bent back, and here's a chance. Andres looking, and there's a penalty. Arm goes up. He had a 1-on-0.
And we're going to get a penalty shot here. Instead of a regular penalty, which would have been 20 seconds to 5-on-4, instead it's going to be a penalty shot where Andres gets his opportunity. So Andres here, penalty shot basically to win this game with 20 seconds left.
An unbelievable opportunity. He had a 1-on-0.
It was tripped up last second there.
Yeah,
that's why the penalty shot was awarded.
Yeah, by Daranek with last effort play just to keep it out. Now Andres. So now with the penalty shot on this, he has to be the one to take it. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
All right, here we go. Andres, one goal on the game so far. His shot. Scores! Off the post! Tully of Andres potentially puts the game away for the Adrian College Bulldogs.
What a play by him to walk in there and pick his corner. As the team's celebrating here, we're going to get it. He comes in with speed. Not much side-to-side action, and he just picks it, posts it in. And look at that, Sally, and just the emotion from this team. Dropped 2 to Michigan 2 weeks ago. And just the emotion from them, you just love to see it here. And it's just a great way to cap off this night. And Butler takes a timeout here with 20 seconds left. Now they're down by 1. They have to find a way off the draw to not only win it, but get in the zone, possibly pull the goalie if it's not already pulled already, and get something going, get shots on net, because they only got 20 seconds left.
Yeah, an unbelievable shot by Andres. Just picked his spot and buried it. Oh, you got to think. for Butler. Will they pull their goalie to start?
It's risky, honestly, but like you only have 20 seconds left, so I can possibly see them pulling their goalie right away. And if there was about a minute left, I would say no, but looks like Zyle's going to go to the bench, and we're going to have 6 attackers right away here. Andres, first goal of his collegiate career early, and has possibly the game winner, and also is on hat trick watch as well.
Yeah, with the empty net. And as now the 6th attacker comes out. Bulldogs have been dominant on the face-off draw wins late in this game.
Last was going to go in now.
One by Butler. Sent in. 16 seconds left. It's behind the cage. Adrian just looking to clear it, and they do a nice check by Butler. 10 seconds to go. Anything to get to the front of the net. It tripped up with Sorrell. He's just going to sit on it with 2.2 seconds left.
That was a quick whistle there by the referee. He was tripped up in the play and legit just fell on the puck. I'm surprised that whistle was blown, and it gives an opportunity with 2.2 seconds left, like you mentioned, for Butler to win a faceoff quickly and get a shot on net. If I'm the center here for Adrian, I'd tie up right away. Just go straight for the tie-up or just lay on the puck, basically. Just drop to your knees.
Interesting to see how they'll play this. Here's the final draw. One by Adrian, and the horn sounds. Andres game winner on the
penalty shot.
Penalty shot, thank you. With 20 seconds to go, puts it away. A great game for him, 2 goals. And what a start to this weekend series.
You really barely ever see a penalty shot actually be called. And with 20 seconds left, Andres gets the opportunity to win this game for the Bulldogs. And he's, I'd say, easily the MVP of this game. Scores the first one, had multiple chances in front of the net, trying to pick his corner. And eventually he's able to, on the penalty shot, to win this game for the Bulldogs.
Yes, indeed, an unbelievable game. Been one to remember. Final score 4-3. Adrian Bulldogs coming out on top. Any last thoughts, Tyler?
I just think the Bulldogs came in, they scored 2 quick, and eventually just kept on piling on their shots. Zyle had a great game himself, and it sucks that they scored on and have a one-on-1, 1-0 opportunity on the penalty shot. He played pretty well, but I'd love to see what happens tomorrow on a Sunday afternoon action between these two teams.
Yeah, that one should be a good one. 1 p.m. Eastern puck drop. And I think really the shots on goal. Bulldogs started off slow, and then they turned the tide, now up 9 shots at the end of the game. And really, another thing, the faceoffs won. Starting in the middle of the second period, once Butler had those penalties, it seemed almost every time that Adrian was able to win the faceoff and control the draw right away.
Yeah, especially when you win the draw, you get opportunities because of that. It really puts the faceoff as who's on offense and who's on defense, no matter the position of where the faceoff is won. And especially if you win them in the offensive zone, you get amazing opportunities from it. And we saw a lot of shots because from those faceoff wins.
Yes, indeed. Tomorrow's puck drop, 1 p.m. again. And that's going to do it here from the Arrington Ice Arena. I am Nathan Lindner along with Tyler Ackerman. Final score, Adrian College 4, Butler University 3. From all of us here at ACTV, so long, everybody.